close is that? I mean, he's the only top 15 pick unsigned. You see Cincinnati, what's going on up there? Is there any of that?
No, I'm just let James handle that one. He's handling all that with the personnel department.
Rookie Deion Singer seems to be showing on the highlight reel for him.
Yeah.
What do you see out of him?
Yeah, he's Jed Fish coached him actually as well in college, and when we signed him, said really positive things about him in terms of like what you're seeing, the body control, the strong hands. He actually does a lot like a pro already in a lot of ways. He's got a good mentality and demeanor. We just got to continue to add weight and, put a little bit more size on him as he goes, but been pleased with him so far.
What have you seen out of Mason Smith so far in his growth?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big one for us. We need him to take a huge step this year. I think he's done a great job when you talk about the off-season program in the weight room, in the conditioning, his mentality with the work ethic, and then coming out here and making it hard, right? You ultimately, when you're 325 pounds and you can move and you've got long arms, man, and he's got the want to. I've seen that so far. Ultimately, it's got to continue to translate, and I think he will. I think the coaches have done a great job getting him going, and he's dedicated himself to it so far.
How is Tootin doing in terms of retention from classroom to the field?
Yeah, I think it's really hard for any, a lot of the running backs. It's a huge jump from protection systems in college to the pros, and that's usually where you see some of the tempo slow down for them, like playing slower, thinking more, is when pass pro starts to kind of bog the mind. And then, okay, you've got, let's call it 5 different tracks of footworks from a running back that you need to learn, and we're trying to teach the why, so sometimes that can slow it back down in this phase. Especially when it's tag and it's awkward. People are in awkward positions when you're trying to stick your foot in the ground and get vertical to run through them. You can't. It's awkward. So I think he's done a solid job. I know he needs a lot more work, which all those guys do.
Coach, what are you seeing from Anton Harrison so far?
Yeah, I think obviously the footwork, the athleticism, the ability to pass pro on an edge, and when Anton wants to go, he can go. And he, just consistently doing it on a day in, day out basis. Smart. He understands the why of what we're trying to get accomplished. But as much as he can continue to rise going into year 3, and as a first round pick to take a huge step this year and be a lockdown tackle for us.
One more day of minicamp for you guys for summer. What's going to be the key to getting out there satisfied?
Yeah, I think tomorrow we tone it back down, which has been planned for weeks now, in terms of go back to 7-on-7, just do one team period, and really it'll be about an hour practice, hour and 15-minute practice, and really try to get some of these young guys work, get some of the rookies and developmentals get a little bit more work, and just make sure we leave here healthy, but also with a solid understanding of how to get lined up, the motions, the shifts. I want tomorrow to be cleaner than today was, and I'll feel a little bit better walking off the field.
It seems like Buster Brown's making a play almost every practice. What is it about him that you guys like?
He's got strong FBI, man. Like, the game makes sense to him. I think him playing in this little bit more vision on the quarterback zone is a strength of his. Where he understands some concepts, he understands splits, recognition, what type of concepts are going to maybe start to occur when 2 goes vertical or 2 goes under. Just, he has a feel. He's not afraid to play with his hands at the line of scrimmage when he is playing some man-match coverage, and he just got to continue to be consistent. But I think he, like you mentioned, he's had a good camp.
What was your biggest takeaway today?
I think the defense pass rush, you felt a little bit more today, as well as yesterday, but I think it elevated a little bit more today. And then also just, tips, overthrows, guys getting hands on the ball, turnovers, creating. We almost lost one after we picked it off. The big D lineman nose drop got us. But it was just good to see, you had a D lineman pick a ball off, linebacker, safety, whatever it was. You just got a lot of different guys touching the ball in defense. And ultimately, now on the flip side, offensively, we've got to come back and take care of the football better. And, if we don't hurt ourselves, usually good things happen.